Scientific notation. Our objectives are to write numbers in scientific standard notation and to use scientific notation. Scientific standard notation is a number. For you guys, it's a number between 1 and 10. So it's going to be a number between 1 and 10. It cannot be 10. It could be, so the number could be greater than or equal to 1, but less than 10. Okay? And then you put a time sign. It could be a dot or a multiplication sign. I don't care which. And then it's 10. And then there's an exponent here. Exponents could be negatives or positives. Does not matter which you do. It will tell you which way your numbers need to go, or your decimal needs to go, but other than that, you can have negatives. This is about the only time I allow negative exponents. Okay. So I gave you the vocabulary up at the top. That's fine. So let's look at some things. Example 1. Is each number written in scientific notation? If not, explain. I have 56.29 times 10 to the second. So what we first do is we look at that number. 56.29, is that between 1 and 10? You can answer. Yes or no? Wow, I have 3 people. For those that don't know, it's Marky, Cisco, and Caitlin. They better start answering questions soon. So it's 56.29 between 1 and 10? No. Thank you very much. So your answer is no. And you'll say it's because it's greater than... It's greater than 10. Can we write greater? You can write greater if you want to. Okay, so B, it's 6.11. Is that between 1 and 10?
Yes.
Maybe. Thank you. Yes.
Well, it's negative 40.
That's me.
Or no.
So that's a yes.
John, why are you pounding so hard on your calculator?
Okay, C. 3. Is 3 between 1 and 10? Yes. Okay, D. Is 0.86 or 86 hundredths between 1 and 10? No. So you're going to say this time it's less than 1. Because 0.86 is less than 1. Because you have to explain if it's no. Okay, write each number in scientific notation form. Now, if we're going from a big number to a small number, I'm going to tell you times 10, it's going to be a positive exponent. If you're going from a big number to a small number, it's going to be a positive exponent. So what do you think is going to happen if I went from a smaller number to a bigger number? What do you think the exponent's going to be?
Wait, what? What was the question?
Okay, if I go from a big number to a small number, I'm going to have a positive exponent. What would happen if I went from a smaller exponent to a negative? Very good. All right. So I have 56 million. Where is that decimal located? At the end. Very good. If I move it over 1, is it between 1 and 10 yet?
No.
How about moving? Do I keep moving till when?
You get in between the
5 and the 6. He likes to learn while he goes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Get out.
So you have 5.6. Then you count how many times I moved that decimal over. I moved it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So it's a positive 7. Okay. Is 0.00985 a big number or a small number? Small number, so I have to make it into a bigger number. So I'm going to go over 1, 2. Is that good enough? No. Nope, I need to go one more time, right? So it's going to be 9.85. You need all the numbers that are not 0. Okay. Times 10. How many times did I move it over? 3. So is it going to be a positive or a negative exponent? Negative. So it's negative 3.
So whenever you have to go right, it's going to be negative.
Okay, I'd like you to do C and D by yourself. Please put me on pause and then come back after you've done it.
Okay.
Your answers are 2.67 times 10 to the 5th. I moved it over 5 spaces. It went from a big number to a small number, so it's a positive 5. And 3.25 times 10 to the negative 1. It was from a smaller number to a bigger number, so it's a negative 1. That's the reason why you got those answers. Fix them if you got them wrong.
I got it right.
All right. Write each number in standard form. This is a little different. If I have a positive exponent, come on, positive exponent,
Decimal will be at the end.
no, not always.
Only if you have a positive.
Jonathan, stop now. Positive exponent, the decimal will go to the right. If you have a negative exponent, the decimal will go to the left.
Why is it 20, right?
Oh, no, that's just telling me that it's going. I'm telling you. I'm not going to say equals left because it doesn't equal left. It goes to. The arrow means goes to, and then I said left. Okay, so A, it's a positive exponent. It's going to go to the what?
The right.
Right, thank you very much, Marky. And it's going to the right how many? Twice. So I go 1, 2. So it's now going to be 562.9. And there is your standard notation. Standard notation is what we write. Okay? What you see, scientists use scientific notation to, like, say how far away a planet is from Earth or something. Or how small a minuscule atom is. So it's a very tiny, tiny thing. Okay. B. It's a negative 4, so which way is it going to go?
4 times to the left.
4 times to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's where my decimal is going to be. So I plug in zeros for what the spaces that are needed. So it's going to be 0.000611. I'd like you to try C and D by yourself. Put me on pause and come back to me later. Okay, so for ordering scientific notation, if they're not in scientific notation, you have to put them into scientific notation form first. But on A, they're already in scientific notation form. They are very nice to do that. Jupiter is 3.7 times 10 to the 27th. Uranus is 8.7 times 10 to the 25th. Saturn is 5.7 times 10 to the 26th. And Neptune is 1.0 times 10 to the 26th. Okay, so to find out the smallest, since we're doing the smallest, since it's already in scientific notation, you look at the exponents first. So we have 26, 26, 25, and 27. So which one is the smallest exponent?
25.
25. So you're going to write this out first. You put it back into its normal form. So you're going to say 8.7 times 10 to the 25th. Next, what is the next set of 20 what? 27 is smaller than 26?
26.
Wow, 26. Very good. So, from there, since there are two of them, now you look at the big numbers. Which number is smaller, 1.0 or 5.7? 1.0.
Can we just put 1?
Yes, you can. And then you have 5.7 times 10 to the 26. What's the biggest mass?
3.7 times 10.
Very good. 3.7 times 10 to the 27th. We all should have known Jupiter is the biggest planet. You've heard it before.
What about Uranus?
No, you didn't say that right. Uranus. Do not do it that way. I knew what you were going to try to do. I'm not. No. Okay. Wow. That was Cisco for all of you who need to know.
I love you too.
Okay.
Hi, future algebra students. Hello.
All right. B. B.
To you.
Okay. Shh. 0.052 times 10 to the 7th. Tell me, is that in scientific notation form?
Yeah.
Really?
Wait.
No.
No, it is not.
It's 5.2.
Very good. Is this one in scientific notation form?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So we'll keep it. How about the third and fourth one? Are they in scientific notation form? No, please put them in there. Now, we look at the smallest exponent. Which one has the smallest exponents?
502.
The last two, right? These two. Okay, which one has the smallest number?
5.32.
Okay, 5.32. Turn it back into the original number. So it's going to be 53.2 times 10. Now do the rest that way, please. Here's your answer. Please put it on pause. Check and see how I got those answers. Okay, simplify. This is the last section of our lesson that we're going to learn today.
Yay!
And the first part is when you have a number on the outside of your parentheses, it's a big number, you're going to just multiply the big number to the big number. So 4 times 7 is what? 28. And then you put times 10 to whatever's inside. 10 squared.
That's it?
No, because tell me something. Is 28 between 1 and 10?
No.
No, so I have to move it over, right?
Yeah.
If I have to move it over from a bigger number to a smaller number, I add that amount that I moved it. So it's going to be 2.8 times 10 to the third. And there's that. Okay, how about B? 0.5 times 1.2. I don't know what that is.
60. Yeah, it's just 6.
6?
What?
1.2 times 0.5 is 10, 6. I moved it over 2 times, so it's going to be 0.60 times 10 to the negative 4th. But is 0.60 between 1 and 10?
No.
No.
So you'd have to move it over 1.
I have to move it over 1 this time, the opposite direction, so I'm subtracting 1. So it's 6 times 10. What's negative 4 minus 1 equal?
Negative 5.
Negative 5.
I almost said negative 3 for some reason.
And that's how you would do all the rest of these. I'm not going to do any more. Sorry, I'm almost out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.